From Mia secretly being older than everyone in class to Bluey hiding a full grown-up version of herself, today we're breaking down 10 hidden ages you never noticed in Bluey. But first, if you love the Healer family, drop a paw print emoji. And if you're a fan of Bluey, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Number 1. Mia. A 12-year-old in Bluey's class? It sounds impossible, but it's true. Her name is Mia, and she shows up in the episode Barky Boats, where every little kid at school gets paired with a big kid buddy. Bluey's buddy is Mia. They sit together building a fairy garden, and Mia casually mentions she's moving up to big school next year.
When do you start big school?
Next year.
Are you nervous about big school?
Bluey is stunned. She looks at her and blurts out, "Bluey."
Wow, can you drive a car?
Because to a 6-year-old, anyone that grown up might as well be an adult. Later in the same episode, the teacher does something clever. She floats 2 toy boats in the school fountain and slowly pours in water. 1 splash for every year of a kid's life. When she hits 12, the water spills over the edge and the boats go rushing off down the stream. It's a quiet, beautiful way of confirming it. Mia is 12. She's not just older than Bluey, she's double her age, comfortably the oldest kid in Bluey's entire world. Number 2, Socks. If Mia's the oldest kid, who's the youngest? That would be Socks, the baby of the Healer family and Muffin's little sister. For most of the show, she doesn't even walk on 2 legs. She crawls, she barks instead of talking, she chews on things like an actual puppy. The show never gives us a hard number, but the official Bluey website calls her a puppy who's still learning to walk and talk, which lines her up at about 1 year old. There's even a sneaky clue buried in the episode Baby Race, where a flashback shows baby Bluey sitting up in nappies acting like an actual human. Exactly the stage Socks is at now. By the end of the show, she's standing, forming full sentences, even getting potty trained, which puts her closer to 2. But for most of her screen time, Socks is the baby of the family, and she's about 1. Number 3, Muffin. Did you catch this one? Muffin's age actually gets said out loud, and almost nobody clocks it. In the episode Muffin Cone, Muffin can't stop sucking her thumb, so her mum Trixie sticks a plastic cone on her head. The exact same kind a dog wears at the vet. While the girls are playing sandwich shop and Muffin keeps bumping into door frames, Trixie is in the kitchen eating an entire bag of chips when she drops the line that gives it all away. Trixie.
She's only 3. There's nothing wrong with a 3-year-old sucking their thumb, I guess.
Muffin is confirmed at 3 years old. She does turn 4 later in the timeline, but in most of her best episodes, she's still a proud 3-year-old flipping her cone upside down to pretend she's a traffic cone, a ballerina, and a sunflower. Number 4, Bingo. Here's a wild one. Bingo actually ages up during her own party. At the start of the show, Bingo is 4, exactly 2 years younger than her big sister. But in the episode Handstand, we get to watch her birthday unfold in real time. The whole episode is Bingo trying over and over to land one perfect handstand while nobody's paying attention. A ball keeps flying through the window, Bandit's burning the pikelets, Bluey and Mackenzie are racing around the room. Bingo finally lands it, but the only one watching is Nana. And by the end of the party, Bingo isn't 4 anymore. She turns 5, right there on screen, because it's her actual birthday. So depending on which minute of the episode you're watching, Bingo is either 4 or 5. Number 5, Bluey. Now here's the one that'll break your brain a little. For nearly the entire series, Bluey is 6 years old, and the show seems to just forget to age her up. In one episode, Bandit himself gets confused about why she's still 6, and Bluey has to correct her own dad and tell him she's almost 7. We finally get real proof in the episode Dragon, when Bluey draws a picture and Chilli looks at it and says,
"It's pretty good for a 7-year-old."
That's the exact moment we know she's turned 7. She even gets a proper 7th birthday party much later, in the episode Pass the Parcel. So Bluey spends almost the whole show frozen at 6, only becoming 7 near the very end. For what feels like no real reason at all, but hold that thought, because her age gets even weirder later on. Number 6, Captain, Digger, and Honey. Wait, there are teenagers in Bluey? Yes, and once you notice them, you can't unsee them. Captain, the foxhound paired up with Mackenzie as her school buddy, is confirmed at 12 years old, same as Mia. Rusty has an older brother named Digger, a full-blown teenager old enough to play cricket with the grown-ups. And there's another teen named Honey, famous for bowling the fast ones. So above the sea of tiny 6-year-old puppies running around Glasshouse Primary, there's a whole quiet layer of characters who are basically high schoolers, just casually existing in the background of a toddler's cartoon. Number 7, Bluey's whole class. Here's the trick almost nobody notices. Since they're all in Bluey's class, they're all roughly the same age as her, around 6, maybe creeping towards 7. That covers Chloe the Dalmatian, Mackenzie the Border Collie whose family moved from New Zealand, Rusty the Kelpie who lives and breathes cricket, plus Honey, Indy, and Coco, who by the way has about 8 brothers and sisters at home, all also sitting around 6. Then there's Snickers the long sausage dog, Winton, Jack the Jack Russell, Pretzel the Chihuahua, and the neighbor Judo, who is the exact same age as Bluey. Even Jean-Luc, the kid from the camping episode, lines up in that same 6 to 7 range. One class, one age bracket, hiding in plain sight the entire series. Number 8, Bingo's kindy friends. Now flip over to Bingo's side of the school. Preschool typically runs from about 4 to 5 years old, with the odd 3-year-old thrown in. So we can safely assume Bingo's whole friend group lands somewhere in that range. There's Lila, the tiny Maltese who started off too shy to play and slowly came out of her shell, likely around 4 or 5 like Bingo. Buddy the pug, the one always breathing loudly, picking his nose, or falling asleep, seems noticeably younger, probably 4. Then there's Jasper G and Jasper W, both around 4, and Dougie the Cavapoo, who is deaf and signs with his mum, also likely 4. Add in Juniper the Shiba Inu, the Cavalier twins Bentley and Zara, Tiny Pom Pom the Pomeranian, and Lucky's little brother Chucky next door. Every one of them sits right around 5, with maybe a 3-year-old or 2 mixed in that we can't confirm. Number 9, every adult in the show. And here's the biggest mystery in the entire series. The adults. Not one single grown-up in Bluey ever gets a confirmed age. We can reasonably guess Bandit and Chilli sit somewhere in their 30s to 40s, and that same range probably covers Uncle Stripe manning the barbecue, Uncle Redback from the oil rig, and Aunts Trixie, Frisky, and Brandy. Teachers like Calypso and kindy teacher Mrs. Retriever never get numbers either, just adults, somewhere in that healthy late 20s to 40s zone. Same story for neighbors like Janelle, Pat, and Judo's power-walking mum Wendy, and the grandparents get even vaguer. Nana never gets an age, not even in the episode where she's on the couch learning to floss. Granddad Bob disappears for a huge stretch of the show to find himself in India. No age attached. And Chilli's dad Mort, the army granddad, never gets a number either, while Chilli's mom sadly passed away before the show even begins. Every adult in Bluey is simply grown up, and the show is never going to budge on that. Number 10, the secret bonus nobody talks about. And here's the twist that ties this whole list together. Remember Mia, the 12-year-old we started with? Turns out she's not actually the oldest kid Bluey ever shows us. At the very end of the episode Camping, there's a quick flash forward of Bluey as a teenager. Blink and you'll miss it. Then in the episode Surprise, the show jumps even further ahead and shows us Bluey fully grown, an adult, with her own mother visibly aged too. So somewhere hidden in this show about 6-year-old puppies is a secret glimpse of Bluey all grown up. Which means the real oldest version of any character Bluey has ever shown us isn't Mia at all. It's Bluey herself, and almost nobody clocks it. So there you have it, every confirmed and reasonably guessed age in Bluey, from a 1-year-old Socks crawling on all 4s, all the way up to a 12-year-old Mia and a secret peek at Bluey as a full-grown adult. There might be 1 or 2 characters I missed, so if I did, let me know in the comments. And if I missed your favorite character, tell me who they are and how old you think they really are. If you want part 2, hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed, because we're digging up even more secrets next time.